evening, everyone. Welcome to a regular trustees meeting for change. The time is 7 p.m. The date is July 17th of 2025. Please get a roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
I'm here.
Mr. Eastman?
Here.
Mr. Christopher?
Here. You can please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We just take a moment of silence, think about our first responders, both here and abroad. A little housekeeping. We are recording these meetings, so please keep any talk in the crowd down. If you have watches or phones that may ring, please put them on silence. Be courteous to each other. We will have public comments towards the end of the meeting, where we will have 2 minutes to speak. So with that, we're going to start our meeting. And of course, we've talked about the moment of silence for our first responders. Tonight is a special night for us and our first responders. At our last meeting, we had the opportunity to say goodbye to one of our sergeants, and at this meeting, we're going to have an opportunity to say hi to a new sergeant. We are looking to promote from within our department, and so with the vacancy of coming of a sergeant, we are looking to move Detective Boiler up into the sergeant position, and then thus with Detective Boiler being vacating the spot, we would like to move Hallie up into detective. Any comments or thoughts on that?
So move number 6 up to.
Yeah, we're putting 6 up to.
Okay.
I think that's a good move. I was curious how you were gonna do that. I think there's some good quality people there. It'll fit. Seems like it'll fit well.
Alright. So then with that, I would like to make a motion to promote Detective Boiler to the position of Patrol Sergeant effective July 27th of 2025 to replace Sergeant Manuel, who retired on 07/05/2025. Sergeant Euler shall be entitled to all the current collective bargaining contract benefits for the sergeant position. Officer Nesda will be assigned to the Detective Bureau effective July 27th, 2025.
Second.
Any other discussion? Can I get a roll call?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher? Mr. Eastman?
Aye.
So this time, if I could have Detective Euler, last time I'll be saying that. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Michael Woodard,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution,
solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution,
the laws of the United States of America,
the laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution and the laws of the State of Ohio,
and the resolutions of the Medina Township of Ohio.
and the resolutions of the Medina Township of Ohio.
And I will discharge the duties of sergeant
And I will discharge the duties of sergeant
to which I have been appointed
to which I have been appointed
to the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability.
Congratulations. That's not the whole group, I, state your name,
I, Hallie Ganetta,
solemnly swear that I will support the
solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution,
the laws of the United States of America,
the laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
and the resolutions of Medina Township, Ohio.
and the resolutions of Medina Township, Ohio,
And I will discharge the duties of the
and I will discharge the duties of detective
to which I have been appointed
to which I have been appointed
to my best of abilities.
to my best of abilities.
There you go.
Thank
You
you.
did it.
Yeah.
Look at this, and we'll just
I know. No, but it's
get in here.
Sergeant Euler.
An official duty.
Good? Thank you.
You need 10. Thank you. Stuff. Who's that?
All right, well, after our regularly scheduled program, it's always nice to see improvement and growth and emotions from inside. So I've been very proud of our township police department, getting tight that group. Appreciate Chief Minnick on everything he's done to help me out with them, and I'm very happy and excited for the next steps that we're looking at. So now, I would like to invite Medina Township County Solid Waste District and Medina County Representative, Barbara Walton, to present to us.
That's kind of vulnerable to tell, though. I did bring you guys some goodies. We do have some flyers that you guys can pass out for residents. If you guys want electronic copies, I'll be happy to provide those as well. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Barb Walton. I'm the director for the Medina County Solid Waste District. We are located down on Lake Road in Seville, down at the bottom part of the county. I don't know if too many of you guys are familiar with what we do here. Just a quick overview for us. As with anything else, legislation brought us to what we are today. House Bill 592 back in 1989 formed all of the solid waste districts. And out of 88 counties, we have 52 solid waste districts in the state of Ohio. All of us operate completely different. Although we have the same plans and the same goals and the same requirements and oversight by Ohio EPA, we just do them differently depending upon the jurisdiction that we're in and what the needs of our county. I can't tell you that our programs that we have for this county are phenomenal. I've been with the county for almost 3 years now, but I have about 20 years in the industry working from the Tri-County District. And I can tell you that this program is phenomenal, the kind of things that we have to offer for the residents of the county. Down on our campus, we just revamped everything. I don't know if anybody of you has ever been down to the transfer station, but we do own a transfer station, and we take all of the waste from Medina County, flows through that facility, and then goes to a landfill. Right now, it's going to Noble landfill in Shiloh, Ohio. Anyway, along with that, we also have a Class 4 compost facility. And what that means is it's yard waste is what we can accept from residents. So if you come down to visit us, you would want to come in the commercial entrance to go up to our facility. Because we now have 2 entrances. We have a commercial and a residential. That's what we did back in the fall of 23. We separated out everything. Number one, to keep traffic from backing up all the way to 224 on a Saturday, if those of you have come to visit us on a Saturday and had that happen. And number two, just for the safety of the residents, keeping them away from all of the commercial traffic down there. So anyway, we still have to have you guys come there for the yard waste facility, and we do take leaves and grass clippings, cuttings from flower beds, tree limbs, anything that's not any bigger than 24 inches round, we can take down there. There's a small fee, it's $26 a ton. What that equates out to be for residents is anything 200 pounds or less will cost you $2.50 to get that tax. Okay, so it's fairly inexpensive. On the other side of our campus is the residential entrance now, and you'll be happy to know that all of the recycle bins are right there for you to reach. You don't have to go through the scale or wait in line to get to the recycle bins. They're there for you from 7:30 in the morning, 7 when guys open the gates, until we close up at 5 o'clock at night. The next step that we have is our bulk waste area, and that is where you can bring us furniture, mattresses, box springs, any kind of household trash that you're cleaning out. That's where you can bring it. And again, it's a minimal fee. We do charge $55 a ton at our facility. And for residents, it's a 200-pound limit. So 200 pounds, well, not limit, but 200 pounds or less will cost a resident $6. So most places, if you go to any other transfer station, you're gonna pay $30 a mattress. For us, you can bring us one for $6. So I think it's pretty reasonable, and it's easy to access down there and easy to offload into our bins, which are below grade. And I can tell you from experience, my husband and I live in Stark County, and I went to a Stark County facility, and they had a 40-yard dumpster, which I don't know if you guys are familiar, but 40-yard dumpsters are taller than me. We had to literally throw debris up into the actual 40-yard container. That's not easy, you know, when you're short like me. So it's really nice to have those below grade that you can just toss things down in, and it's a lot less stressful. The other thing that we have, which is really, really phenomenal, 3 days a week, 52 weeks a year, we can accept hazardous and specialty waste items from you. What that means is we take paints, pesticides, oil, antifreeze, batteries, fluorescent bulbs, electronics, tires, Christmas lights. We do have shredding available containers. They're actually locked containers. You can bring your documents, slide the documents into those locked containers, and then they get sent off to a company that comes in, Gateway Recycling comes in and pulls those out and takes them and shreds them for us. So all those services are available to you, and the majority of those are free of charge. I have a list of some of those flyers. It's the household hazardous waste flyer that I have in here, that will give you a list of some of the items that we do accept for a fee. So there are a few things. And again, we're getting ready to rewrite our solid waste district plan, which we're just starting that update. Our draft is due in January of next year. And then once the EPA approves the draft, it will go off for public comment, and then it comes to the trustees and all of the municipalities for their ratification. So anyway, these fees may change after that. Of course, that wouldn't take effect until 2028, unfortunately. It's a 2.5-year process to rewrite our plan every 5 years. So, yeah, isn't that great? That's phenomenal, right? So the other thing that I wanted to tell you about our campus is we do tell you that if you are coming to utilize our facilities, that we ask you to box up your items. Number one, it's safer for transport. Don't ever put them in a bag, because that bag can spill and you can get all that stuff in your car. So box them up, and then bring them down to us. We try to have a 10-item limit because it is a drive-through, because you're going to drive right through our building now. But that way it'll make it easier and quicker for people to offload if it's boxed up. So that box then becomes one item, so you can have up to 10 boxes of stuff in the back of your car. We've had people come in with pickup truckloads of individual cans of paint that's taken 3 or 4 people 20 minutes to try to unload. And that's really kind of cumbersome. So that's why we asked you to box it up. One of the other things that we have a program in Medina County called our WRAP program. And anything that you have that is like a plastic dry cleaning bags, the plastic around your toilet paper and your paper towels and all of that, that's considered rag. A lot of the grocery stores in Medina County, Giant Eagle, Target, Walmart, Kohl's, they all have boxes in the front of the store, and you can take that material to them, put it in the box free of charge, and get rid of all that rag to keep it out of our sort line and from jamming up our compactors, and keep it out of the recycle bins. Okay, so that's another program that we have. The other thing that we've been working really, really hard on is batteries. This is a really, really nice flyer from the EPA that shows you how to handle batteries. We accept batteries at our facility for disposal, but I wanted to let you know that alkaline batteries, like your A's, your B's, your C's, A's and C's, and the double A's and the triple A's, all of those little alkalines, there's nothing harmful about them any longer. They took out all of the mercury, they took out everything out of them, so those can actually just go in the trash. So as you're, that way you don't have to accumulate all of those, okay? The batteries that we want that are so, so important are the lithium-ion batteries, your cell phone batteries, your laptop batteries, anything that says lithium on it, we need to take that because they cause fires really, really bad. We've had several trucks catch on fire because of lithium-ion batteries. We've had the transfer facility catch on fire. We've had, it's bad.
And you still want them.
Well, we want them in our specialty waste facility. That's where we want them, so that we can take them and properly get them disposed of, correctly, so that we don't have fires and stuff like that. So these are really, really important for you to look at. Button cell batteries, NiCad batteries, any kind of rechargeable battery, those are the kinds of things that you want to bring to us. Now, I have been working with the City of Brunswick Fire Department and also Valley City's Fire Department. They have volunteered to be a collection point for these lithium-ion batteries for us. I've got to get their containers and stuff to them. But any other fire department that wishes to be a collection point and then bring them down to our facility for the residents, I'm sure that everybody will appreciate that. So, try to work and get that program started. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we have so many services that we provide for people. It's just amazing. I came from a district that had a one-day collection event for hazardous materials and electronic, one day a year that people could bring it. And ours is open, like I said, 3 days a week, 52 weeks a year that you can bring it down to us. Just so that you know, 2024 we had almost 2,600 tons of hard to recycle materials come through our facility alone. So it is being utilized. I've been told that not everybody knows about it, and we need to get the word out. I'm afraid what's going to happen when we get the word out, but that's what it's there for. So anybody has any questions, you guys are more than welcome to throw them at me now or call or.
I wanted to just touch base on like your oils and your paints, things like that people often struggle to get rid of.
Yes.
And I believe you have some quantities. It's like you're not there waiting for somebody to bring 50 gallons from the last 10 years of
No.
home remodeling, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody, they can bring, if they've got a couple gallons, they can bring them down. If they've got, one gallon. We've had somebody come through with just a little tiny bag of batteries. I mean, whatever you have that you want to get rid of that we don't want hanging around your house, that's what we're
It's
doing.
not too much.
It's not too much, yeah. And unfortunately, we don't take anything from businesses. We were only allowed by Ohio EPA to accept residential hazardous materials. So, and then what's really nice about the contractor that we work with, they recycle probably 95% of everything that comes through that facility. There's only a few things that they can't, that have to be incinerated, but for the most part, our latex paint gets sent out and reblended into new latex paint. And so everything that we're trying to do that we have come through there gets melted down, turned into something else instead of just getting, destroyed. So, yeah.
I'm down at the facility quite often. I think some of the guys know my name. But
Okay.
anyway, where's the shredder? I was not aware of that.
When you go through the drive-through, there are 5 little brown toters, just
Okay.
regular, look like trash toters, but they're light brown. And they've got an opening in them about this wide that you can stick them in. So when you come through, you'll come through the facility, and then Renee, usually she's our attendant, she will have you pull out front on the concrete pad,
Right.
park, and then you can come back and utilize it.
Okay. What about, somebody told me that when you bring oil down, you have to take the container with you.
No, you have to leave the container.
You have to leave, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't pour off when anybody's there, so
Okay.
we ask that you surrender whatever container you bring.
Very good.
Yes.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Cash, credit card,
Most
for
of
the
it,
fees?
it's, we are cash or check only right
Okay.
now, but we are working on getting our credit card system set up. It's been in the works since November. So, we just now received our units from Verifone, and the IT department took one look at them and said, and took the box with them and went someplace else. So I have no idea what's gonna happen right now. So, but right now, so it's cash or check, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you are gonna ask questions, just please state your name so I have it for the record.
Sorry,
So that-
Mike Stopa, 5198 Silver Maple.
The bond is 4235 Mallard Bay. You're talking to 20 people in here, and you enlighten me. Couldn't you get a local paper to print this so everybody's aware of this?
We do advertise, but
It would
Yeah.
sure be nice if people getting the local paper here could see this, where I'm gonna try and remember hours and things.
yeah, that's
It
why I
would be
brought the
nice.
flyers, but yeah, for sure, yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna start an advertising campaign. Right now, I'm updating our website, cause our website is really, really hard to use. And right now, the way it's gonna be is people can get on the website on the main page, and they can actually look up an item by item alphabetically. So if you have something, like say you have a mattress to get rid of, you're gonna be able to find it, you're gonna be able to see when we're open, when we take it, how much it's gonna cost you, that whole nine. So that's one
You
thing.
said you have digital versions of these?
We do, yeah, I can email those to
If
you.
you email them to me, I can have them posted on our webpage. So the
Yeah, well, I
section
hope all
that-
the residents see that.
Yeah, well, it's hard to, I mean, we
I
try to
know.
educate the residents, and it's so hard. I mean, the paper probably doesn't realize how important they are. So I do agree with you.
And the newspaper's here tonight, so hopefully.
Hear that?
Angela Ventura, Worcester Lane. Do you have any extra flyers?
Yeah,
to
that's why
pass
I
out?
left them, I brought them so that anybody here could take some with you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully,
So again, that was Barbara Walton. She's the director of the Recycle Medina. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
You don't want to talk to?
Denise wants to talk to you.
Sorry. I just handed out some materials and sign-in sheets, if you don't mind. Make this as efficient. I don't have the trash talk that Barb has, but hopefully I'll. Just sort of consistency on the I don't want to go into their personal.
Just to state what this part is, this is the Planning Services and Fair Housing open discussion, correct?
Correct.
All right.
So my name is Denise Testa. I'm the Director of Planning Services and Fair Housing for Medina County. So again, I was a little nervous coming into the township. I always thought it was pretty friendly, and then I looked behind me and all these police officers. So I started to sweat a little bit because I knew I wasn't speeding, but normally I am speeding. But at any rate, thank you so much. So in your package, we've included some information for you regarding planning services. We have a direct reporting line to the Medina County Commissioners, and we provide administrative, technical, and professional planning services and grant management for the county as well as agencies and our townships. But what I'm here to talk to you a little bit about tonight is to kind of talk about some of the services we offer and the free services that we offer. And one of the little known services that aren't necessarily connected to what we would call subdivisions or minor lot splits is fair housing. And we serve as the county-wide fair housing office for all townships, villages, and cities. And fair housing was established in 1968, and it protects residents from discrimination when engaged in a housing-related activity. Our office is located in the county admin building at 144 North Broadway, and we support tenants' rights to obtain housing. We offer free workshops. We also will meet with residents in person, over the phone, through Teams, electronically as well. We educate clients and residents about fair housing, as well as we create customized action plans for them. So anyone that calls our office who believes that they've experienced discrimination in housing always has information, or what I call homework, that they need to utilize. We might send them to different resources. Every client though that calls my office does receive at minimum an email from me with important links. The majority of our phone calls are repairs to rentals. What do I do? What do I do with my landlord? In some cases, we get phone calls from landlords. We also provide support services for them as well. So again, when we work with a client and they are having difficulty getting a repair to rental, we have things like rent escrow. We have, sometimes it's a communication gap and just coaching tenants on what to do and how to communicate with their landlord. We also provide tips for renters. We provide responsibilities for landlords and of renters. We also work very closely with community legal aid. If you look on the back side of the brochure, it lists many of the community resources that we work with. And, you know, some of you probably heard about the most recent challenges in one of our local apartment complexes where 30 residents are having to vacate their units because they've been condemned because of a fire. So many of our agencies worked with those clients and those individuals. So again, in our brochure, we also include landlord responsibilities, tenant responsibilities, and then community resources. And this is a service that we offer as a result of receiving federal grant funds. And those federal grant funds are included in the mission services and team handout as well. So in addition to the grants, we offer the community development block grant, and we're currently right now, we receive each year. Now, whether or not this will continue beyond 2026, we do not know. But our next grant cycle is in 2026, and we apply on behalf of other communities and organizations. So in the community development program handout, the second page lists since 2008 it's called Community Development Block Grants, CDBG is what we call that. The CDBG grants from 2008 are outlined there, and it's really designed for a number of different communities, such as low to moderate income individuals, which we know that Medina does not have many of those areas. So some of our communities have applied, they apply through the county, such as Montville. They paved one of their parks, pathways. It was called Cobblestone Park. We also have completed, and that is removing a barrier for disabled adults. So that is one example of a grant. We also had an ADA replacement grant in Spencer Township. So again, removing physical barriers for disabled adults, that is one option for many of our townships. We also have had demolition grants as well. In 2022, Brunswick Hills applied for some funding to demolish a local residence. So again, slum and blight, that's something that some of our townships may also be interested. What we're looking at for in 2026 are big asks. We can fund up to 3 grants, and we have approximately $300,000 to hand out. So I'm not a math major, but that's about $100,000 per project. And we had a really difficult time this year handing out money. We had too much money for the grant, so we actually gave some of them more than they asked for. So keep that in mind. We're looking for big grants this year. If you have a project in mind, there's also critical infrastructure grants. We also offer the community housing improvement and preservation Rehabilitation Program, which is a home repair and home rehab grant for income qualifying residents. We actually just submitted our program year 2025 CHIP grant, that's called CHIP, which is a good name for that. So as you know as well, on our services page, we also review major subdivisions such as our housing developments, we review our minor lot splits. We work with the planning commission, which Doug is on that. I mean, oh my God, Chuck is on that. You'll be on it next year.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you. I'm joking. We also offer free mapping and GIS services. So we have a GIS expert that we just hired this past December. His name is Jeff Kassouf. And if your community needs a map, or you are working on your comp plan or your zoning resolution and you want a 3x4 map, we can help you update it or reimagine it however you would like. And that is a free service. We also offer a county-wide zoning map on our website as well. We also have your zoning map as well. So I don't want to take up. I want to respect your time, so I don't want to take up. I don't want to get the hook, the gong show hook. It comes through.
Here come the police.
Oh boy, the police are coming after me again. Run fast. I also plan or offer a zoning inspectors networking community meeting as well known as ZINC, where we invite all of our zoning inspectors to come and talk about hot topics and interesting scenarios. So our next one, I believe, is actually next week, and our building department is going to be there, which we're really excited to invite them. Another item that we do are, of course, other duties as assigned, but I like to call them special projects. One of our special projects that may interest all of you is our fairgrounds strategic facilities plan. Our trustees, and we'll get another email from me, as well as all of our townships and villages and cities and other organizations throughout the county, we are asking that you take a few minutes to complete a survey to provide feedback for the Medina County Fairgrounds Facility Strategic Plan. We have hired a consultant to complete this plan. It's a very exciting initiative. They're actually going to attend the fair in the next couple of weeks. I'll be at the fair, of course. So we ask that if you receive an email, don't send it to your spam folder. Open it up, fill out the survey, and we would because the success of that plan is going to be based on our resident feedback. We've also included my contact information as well as Cheryl and Jeff, our other two team members. So again, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you have a lot on your agenda. I'm going to stick around and listen if that's okay. But are there, like I said, I'm not as exciting as Barb, but I'm certainly happy to answer any questions if you have any. All right, excellent. Thank you.
Thanks, Denise.
Item number 3, 4, I guess. Actually, approval of previous meeting minutes. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the following Board of Trustees meeting minutes. The date was July 2nd of 2025. It was a special trustees meeting. In attendance were trustees Johnson, Eastwood, and Christopher.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Next on the list is approval of payroll. I'd like to make a motion to approve the payroll dated 07/18/2025 in the total amount of $48,828.91, with total remaining deductions, withholdings, liabilities of $9,930.99, and will incorporate these two-page documents as presented.
Second.
Discussion?
No.
Roll call?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
All right, so next on the list is the Medina Township Association fees. Anybody got any comments on this one?
It's just a process of approving, so the township can pay for the fees for the memberships and I believe it goes to the elected officials and department heads. That's something we do every year.
All right, so I would like to make a motion to approve the payment of annual dues in the amount of $600 to Medina County Township Association for the period of July 1st of 2025 through June 30th of 2026. This payment will cover memberships for 3 trustees, fiscal officer, 3 department heads, the zoning board chair, as outlined in the attached one-page document as reference.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Right. Next on the list is appointment of the new officers. So earlier we were mentioning the fact that we had had one of our sergeants retire, which created a vacancy, and we moved up, a detective to a sergeant, and an officer to a detective. So as all the little things move, now we have an opening for a new officer. So we had the opportunity to interview Jacob Sorobek. I was there for the interview. Thoroughly enjoyed talking to him. He was very enlightening, good speaker. He was well liked by everybody in the department for the interview. So we vetted him and passed him and else like that. So in order to fill that vacancy, I would like to make a motion to hire Jacob Sorobek as a full-time replacement officer effective August 18th of 2025. Officer Sorobek will be entitled to the current collective bargaining contractual benefits for patrol officers, and his starting pay rate will be $26.65, which is cash rate.
Second.
Any discussion or anything?
I'm glad you got that taken care of, because that's strictly just replacement.
Well,
That's not.
Yeah.
It just gets us even.
Right.
Yeah, he just filled in the void there.
Good. Okay.
Roll call?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
does a great.
So if that's the case, I would like to make a motion for a purchase order requisition. Department is police. The vendor's gonna be the Ohio State Highway Patrol. The annual MDT fees for vehicle computers. For the amount of free, did we do this one already? Is this a new one, or did I do this one already?
No, that's it.
Alright, just sounds familiar with the other one. So this total amount, for vehicle computer would be $3,000.
Second.
Any discussion? Alright, can I please get a roll call?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Next, I'd like to make a motion for a purchase order requisition. Department's going to be police. The vendor will be ProTech Security Sales. This will be for a bulletproof vest. The amount is $2,000.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Next, I'd like to make a motion for a purchase order requisition. This department is police. The vendor is Akron Uniforms. This will be for uniforms and equipment for a new hire. The amount is $3,500.
Second.
Any discussion on that one?
It's pretty simple, correct?
Yes, for a new hire, we will get suit up and cover their equipment according to the.
Was this for the uniform, was this for the vest?
So we got the best in the last one. This will be for the uniform. It does include his equipment that he gets with the uniform. All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
All right, so next on the agenda is resolution, procedures, policies, discussion. Resolution 07172025-024, so that, I know we're gonna talk about that. All right, Doug?
All right, so you've heard me talking about meeting with the prosecutor and how we're gonna be looking through these policies. This was the first one I met with him about, and we met last week, and we went through. Fortunately, he's been doing similar things in other townships, so it didn't take a long, drawn-out process. What motivated me to talk to him about this was there was a lot of verbiage in here that I felt didn't necessarily align with ORC requirements. It's not all bad, just a lot of unnecessary stuff. And I felt we could streamline it, and I wanted his input. That was Mike Lyons I was dealing with, and he had a system as well. And so we went through the items, and basically one of the key things that he didn't find in what we had was how we organize and communicate to the community and the individuals our schedule for meetings and how we notify.
Meetings.
Right, so, so that went into depth, and that's in the new one. And a lot of the stuff that was unnecessary or not helpful, we eliminated. So, I sent this out to you guys several days ago. He sent it to you, I regurgitated it.
Yeah, I was reviewing it. The only thing I was kind of hoping is, like, when I was doing the contract with the police, we would have, like, the original, then where we made some changes, we highlighted and then we redacted and stuff like that. So, that was what I was trying to cross-references, like all the different changes and stuff like that.
There'd be a lot of redaction.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that's literally, I have the original here, if you'd like to look at it, we'll talk about it, but, there was a lot of conversation in the original, things that talk about how you're gonna talk in a meeting, and it took the importance of a township business kind of out of what we're supposed to do here, and made it into something different. And so, that's ultimately what.
Right,
what
and
we
I
got back.
do have my here, I was trying to cross-reference it, but and it's only been a couple of days, so I was just trying to figure out which parts were, so when you're reading it side by side, it just takes a little bit of time. But it did look like a lot of work was put in there, and it definitely looked like it was streamlined, because the sections are definitely thinner,
Right.
so.
You know, obviously, I worked with them on it, I like what they came up with, and I would like to present that we consider approving this resolution, and when I talked to him about it specifically, he pretty much said we could, as far as verbalizing, we could go through the initial bold and through the whereas, we didn't have to read word for word the whole thing.
I personally did not get to go through the whole entire thing, so like I said, I was going side by side, so I just, so I was kinda hoping I could get this meeting here, I could do a little bit more clarification on it. If I could have, myself one more meeting, I'll have it clear, I just,
Perfectly fine. That's why we called it discussion. And I would definitely encourage you to look at that and look at your original. And, you know, the direction in our original, you just gotta read through it and see. I mean, it's more about, in my opinion, it's more about how to set up the booths than it is about doing business. So the reality is our sunshine laws and our ORC provides the direction we need as trustees to run a meeting. So the added information there isn't necessary. That's what that was about. So we can put this off and.
yeah, like I said, I got through the first couple things there, but sitting there and cross-reference it and stuff, I think it's just, I
Understood.
didn't get to every paragraph, so I just wanted to,
Not a problem. Not a problem at all.
I appreciate the work that's gone into it. Alright, next on my list is the June bank reconciliation. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the bank reconciliation worksheet. Reconciled date was 6/30/2025. Incorporate the 6 pages of forms.
Second.
Any discussion on this one?
Just appreciate fiscal officer, his accessibility and willingness to talk through the situations as they come up, so.
Agreed.
And just to state too that these are double-sided, so, he said 6 pages, I think that's a little thin, but they are double-sided, so. Okay, please get a roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Next on my list is the approval of accounts payable. I would like to make a motion to approve accounts payable dated 07/17/2025 with physical check numbers 34296 to 34319 for a total amount of $75,214.63. Incorporate this one-page document presented.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Next on the list is executive session to consider the employment of a public employee and employee compensation. So at this time, I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session with the three trustees and fiscal officers.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dodson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher? Mr. Eastman?
Aye.
Time is now 7:53. We are in executive session.
Actually, let's go. Okay. You want me to? No, unless, is it hard? So, or church? Yeah, no, these gaps. They just. Okay. Why you? Well, you don't recognize it, right? It's like that's what.
Yeah.
The whole, I mean, they are right. They are because it's there. That's Oh, no, I mean, I guess they think that would be business. Wait, is it station producers? Hold on, let's. Same, why is it saying?
That's the only thing that comes up.
What's the same time here? Are they related?
I don't know. That's sometimes you get.
Isn't that Lafayette?
No, it's like which-
Cause I just looked at this building. He doesn't know the things. Well, that's all right.
One of this does is that.
Okay, thank you.
Wanted to make sure that they didn't take the credit card. Last time I went in there, I figured put paint in, and I had to go and pay the guy.
They charge for paint?
$6 and some change. I didn't have any cash on me. Oh, what they charge for paint now? Yeah.
Or did they never did?
No, we never. They had to take money. It might, I don't know, I had a lot. I was a guy that had a dump truck full. But yeah, so he goes, it's $6 and something, I go, you take card, he goes, no, cash or check. Oh, all right, hold on, I looked up my thing, and took all my quarters, once I filled everything, it's like $5 a quarter.
You have $5 in quarters in your car.
It was for like taking the car wash and put through, if I had to run it through, I had to get it in a good thing. And I had just filled it up, so luckily I didn't go to sleep. I was wondering if I would've said, I don't have anything, what do you have done?
Ford screwed up.
What's that now?
I
mean, but, yeah, I'm gonna be talking about they didn't charge me, and then this time they did.
Is there water? Do you have water?
And he had mentioned that. Yeah, I had to go off the next bid for it, so I figured I'd ask.
Yeah.
So I know next time if I go, I'll be like, I'm not.
So this is the same place as. Oh,
Yeah.
what? I've never actually been
Just
there.
wondering, it's a pretty cool place.
Cause I,
Just don't go in the commercial side.
we don't, just us, we don't. Yeah, I don't toss your trash a couple
And
of
so, basically, our neighbors don't have a trash company. They didn't put theirs out there.
Well, that's.
I looked at my neighbor. You have 3 to 4 garbage. Well, sometimes now, if you have any other plus.
Imagine some people toss one out, trash and recycling.
So I asked him, I said, there's like.
I'm not sure.
With cardboard and stuff and open
I
it up
don't
and go.
think they read the rules on what you're allowed to do. or you're not.
He said, because we're not in this situation, they can't make somebody.
No, honey, don't, I'll put it back in there first. Hi, Sarah. I'm good. Aren't you meeting out this week?
This is going a lot quicker than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I thought the presentations were.
They did a good job. You get to start later on the days that you have to.
Because
Well, I
when
don't
they set
typically
that
start until like
program
10
up,
a.m.
so many people's allowed to
Because
opt out of
I'm not a morning person. And since our deadline's 6, so then I'm like, okay, well, I don't think I can write before 10 a.m. anywhere. So it's not too bad. I started at 10:45 today, but then took an hour break. So.
Do you do the contribution meetings? So you do have to get up for that one.
Yeah, but that's not so bad because I feel like I have to leave by 8:50, and I'm like, or I tell myself 8:40 because I don't trust myself, and I leave by 8:50. But that's not so bad because my alarms are set for that's the normal time to get up. But no, there is times where I wake up and I'm like, okay, let's go.
Are you right here in Bangor?
I'm in Lakewood.
Oh. Oh, because you set up at the pizza place, but I didn't live out there. Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, you got to drive.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, 8:50 is I will show up to the building right then, and I hope that there's a lot of resolutions, because that I can it's more the discussion part a lot of times that matters. So yeah, Tuesdays are my earliest days. But
And then do you do Monco's meetings too? Or?
I haven't been to but they're since theirs are on Tuesday,
That's fine. Yeah.
Plus, I try to keep my eye on things.
I do
And I feel like
an
there's
area
not
up in Stonegate up there,
much happening.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby up there.
I have people in Montville that would call me if things are going on. So same thing with Chatham. There's not a lot going on in Chatham. For a while, I thought they were just not saying anything, and then I got a call one time being like, "Hey, these are that." So yeah, because I cover I'm down to Homer. Kind of
Okay.
thing. So it's just
Wow. Yeah, you do a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think we don't get to do 3 minutes. You know, I see somebody, it looks kind of better, but,
we were just talking about officers, so it's and then I saw this.
My mom was 4 foot.
Gosh, I'm getting so hungry.
I literally was I need to eat in between. That was my time in between.
I had a mac and cheese cup, but it wasn't enough. Snack of the champions.
No, there's the one taco place, drive-through. I know it's actually really good. It's on Lafayette. I can't remember what it's called. It's the little green building on Lafayette and right past the drive-through.
Yeah, it's called, it's that little one, right?
Yeah, right.
It's only a drive-through, yeah. Well, actually, you could go in, I think you could go inside.
I think you could
But there's only no place you have to park next door.
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
Yeah, I
I
don't
need to
know.
know this as much as it's my absolute favorite.
It's
I'll
a small,
find-
it's a family business. I
Yeah,
think.
I'll, give me a minute, I'll look.
Very good.
Oh,
So
this is gonna have to be.
And, yes, this was open.
yeah, that's new.
I think, yeah.
I,
Another month? Yeah, I can't wait for that.
they have the best cheese dip I've ever had.
That's the
The
important
other
one.
one is like, the other one is the best Mexican food. Which one?
Wait, are you?
And what's Liberty?
Yeah,
That one. Yeah. That one I will drive past at 2 p.m. and the parking
Oh, yeah,
lot's
it's
full.
filled.
Yeah.
And I'm it's a Wednesday. It's
Yeah, we've only been there a couple times, but it is, the food is incredible.
well, our office is 2 minutes from there, so I have to be okay, well, I could technically order and go pick up some, but yeah, I cannot remember what this place is called.
I can't believe I've never.
It's just a little they close by 9 p.m. and they are closed on Sundays and everything like that. But I was literally watching them cut up lettuce and I was like, oh man, it's not even so bad. Here's that good.
On the way from here to Lafayette, would I pass
It's on
it?
Lafayette Road, yeah.
Okay, so
Right past South Court Street. You have the pizza place.
Okay.
Domino's, right?
Yeah.
And then like it's right past the like drive-through, Medina Town, whatever drive-through it is.
I don't know what it is.
You know Carrie, right? From our,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like my best friend. So we go over there like at least
Yeah.
a couple times a week. I don't know how.
You know, Lafayette has some great food, like, and because I love Schoolhouse Scoops too. That's like, those two.
I love the whole idea of that.
Yeah.
You been to Village Inn out there?
No.
It's cute. It's I mean, it's like a bar.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant bar.
Okay.
You know, they got a couple pool tables. They do trivia night once a week, but it's very like kid friendly too.
Okay.
You know, so
Yeah.
yeah. But and they've got a great super good pizza. Yeah.
We can't shut the whole
So
road
for being not like it's not a huge restaurant, and they don't have a lot of business or anything, but
Yeah.
they've got some good stuff to offer. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be my next set of Taco Bell.
Yeah. Well, I love just a good like cheese quesadilla, and their cheese quesadillas are so good. And I don't know what kind of cheese it is, but I like want to find out because it's just that good.
They're open 11 to 9 every day. Closed on Sunday. But sometimes I think their hours kind of change depending on how much business.
But yeah, no.
Oh, good. I will try it. Next time I see you. If I'm bankrupt from this place, though, it's your fault.
Well, you know, it's not too. I think I paid $12 for like a cheese quesadilla, and then I got a chicken too. And I was like, I need a little protein.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And that comes with like the lettuce and tomato and guacamole. And their guacamole is really good too. And their cheese.
Okay, I'm sold.
They've been there for a couple of years now.
I actually have no idea how.
Is it a new business or?
I'm trying to think, was there a southern place? When you see it, it used to be right in front, well, it's right in front of, it was like,
Oh, okay.
right in that,
Yeah.
in front, right on that corner, it's like, I don't remember what it was, it was something, like, sub shop?
I would have thought they'd been there forever. Just by like, well, I was really nervous for a while because of like a drive-through taco place that I've never heard before. I'm like, I'm gonna get sick. Like even just in general, I feel weird about it. And so then I was like, well, I'm desperate right now. I need a quesadilla, and their quesadillas I think are $3.
I love it. This is great. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to make me happy, so.
Except I wanted like a side of sour cream one time, so I was like, oh, just a sour cream. And they're like, oh, here's 8 ounces of sour cream. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I don't know what to do with this, but well, I just wanted from a quesadilla, so.
The first time we ordered cheese dip from Fiesta to go, like, cause you know, you go there and they don't have, they don't even ask you what size you want, you just get one cheese
Okay,
dip, right?
yeah.
The guy's like, what size do you want? I'm like, you have different sizes. He's like, yes, no, I know. I'm like, well, I guess a large, right? And so they ran me out, and then they charge you for chips too. Those things,
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah.
but I mean, you get this much,
Yeah,
right?
you get a huge
A
container.
large?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's like one of those,
I could literally dive into the thing. I'm like, well, I mean, we don't want to go to waste, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to do
Yeah.
I learned the first time I did that. I need a large queso and I need a large guacamole, and he comes out with the thing, and I'm like, and then he rang me up, and I'm like, okay.
I mean, we're gonna have to have some food to go along with this, but I don't think I can afford it anymore. Well, here's the thing, I most of the time have chips at home, so I'm like, don't worry about chips. And they're like, you're sure? No, I'm gonna just eat it off my arm.
Yeah.
I can't afford them.
Yeah. Just give me a spoon.
That's funny.
It's usually how I like decide a place is good though, is by the queso.
Yes.
Like Oreo queso, I love Oreo queso.
Please stop, please. I don't want to wrestle you. No. I'm bored. We're at
South.
okay.
On-
out by where they put all the,
Acme and all that.
yeah. Man, that is so built up.
It's crazy. I was just there earlier today, and like, 'cause isn't there? I feel like there's a
There's
third one, or no, there's the Taco Bell, there's
Taco Bell,
the Dunkin', well, McDonald's is already, and I feel like there's another one going in.
Well, that's what you just said.
Chipotle, that's what my daughter said.
That's kind of crazy. Chipotle is.
It went up so fast too because when I was driving, I don't even know, it was about like a month or two ago, and I was like, when did all this?
Yeah.
Not the same one, it's just I like the Google PT. That
Oh,
one-
do you?
Yeah, that one's a lot cleaner. They give you a nice portion, whereas the one over here, it's like they just throw everything in the place.
That's what I've heard.
And they're just rude.
Yeah.
See, I've gotten it like DoorDash, and I don't think I have like that big of a problem. But now I've seen like the pictures, and I'm like, I don't know.
My sister got a fly in her burrito, and I've been having a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah, that's
And I mean, I know it can happen, but it's still,
yeah.
it's gonna take a minute, I think.
No, that's no.
I wish you would just not tell me about it.
Just let it happen to me, I guess. Yeah, everybody says the 18 one though. It's
Yeah.
like top tier.
It's worth a little bit of an exercise.
I just try to avoid 18 and
Oh, at least some of that opened up again. I don't know if they're still doing construction down here, but man, we used to go up to like where San Francisco's and all that is.
No, everything's
Okay. Well, no, I know that is, but I didn't know if they. Yeah. It was bad, 'cause I used to go up right there to foot when she did it to, and I mean, it was,
I would end up in that plaza.
well, of course you did, 'cause you found your way. I would have gotten lost for hours, but it was terrible. Like, you couldn't even figure out where you were supposed to turn with all that stuff. Miserable. Yeah.
yeah. That one messes me up because when I am leaving Montville, that's the way it tells me to go. And like it really throws me. I'm like, are you sure I should keep going? Like I'm positive. But yeah, because that's a continuous turning right at that intersection. I think.
You should have brought a snack so that I could steal it.
Remember they were interviewing
Oh, that's right.
minutes.
I just can't.
They have somebody they
Well, no, you're cute. I love you. Sweet little guy.
no. I mean, he has. He used to be an attorney. It was like added on, so they usually have 6th, are vying for the championship for the season.
Okay.
And then usually that's it, and then they start the fall season, or whatever, next season. They added one more to it, so he's supposed to do that. Mine Eagles and Twin. Yeah, I haven't told him. I'll tell him, but I told him, if anything, I'll take him out Saturday. I'll see what else is good. Wednesday, he has a meeting with Paul.
Okay.
I'll tell him when he has to be tryouts, what days. So, I said, and when he plays well, he plays well. But it's when he starts to come along and he starts to be out of his in his head and he doesn't do it this way and it changes. Like the golf tournament he played a couple weeks before the 4th of July. That was super awesome. Some 6 holes. I'm talking about Spencer. It was so few. I said, just keep that. I was Spencer. And he does it. He did. He found everything. A tree process. I go, why don't you just throw the ball? Why don't you just aim for trees? I mean, in the tree all day. Just aim for it next time. You know, I get annoyed, and he gets annoyed when I start. I'm like, it's all over, right? You try to change what you're supposed to. It's not working. Just start aiming for rocks. And it does go right from the fairway, and he's not in the woods. Or then he wants to play the next day. Jason next door. There's 18 holes shut in. Just go away. I went with Jason at weight 18, shot at 82.
Oh. I mean, I don't know, but what I hear from all my friends, it is a very inconsistent sport. So.
One day, last year, we played one tournament. The kid, there's supposed to be there's supposed to be 3 of them. One kid was there, so only 2 of them. The kids dancing. He's playing it. I go, play all the time. They always get paired up with somebody different.
Right. Yeah. Out of his head. Yes. Yeah. For sure.
When he's saying, I don't think he can. I would phone him. One kid, I think he wants him to do something.
We are back from executive session where no decisions were made. 3 trustees and the fiscal officer were just going through the employment process, discussing an open position. And we are working on moving forward with that step, and hopefully in the near future we will be announcing a new employee. So any other comments?
No, it's a process, but we're moving forward. Thank you.
All right, so next on the agenda, the time is 8:21 for the record, is department head comments. So Chief, you're looking so attentive over there. Anything?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I'll thank the board for allowing me to promote Detective Euler and assign Officer Ganenza to Detective Bureau and also for a replacement officer. And on September 9th, the Medina Safe Communities will be recognizing Officer Harrington and Officer Laura for their traffic. And that concludes our report. Thank you.
Elaine.
Just a reminder, Marcelo's Saturday at noon, and if any of the trustees are gonna go, they need you to be there at 11:45.
Just another reminder, email. I do have it on my list, but just
Sure.
tabs, I mean.
I've got it on my phone.
Okay, there you go. That's it, that's all I have.
Alright, and then Denny.
All I got is the Cook Road culvert is now done, and it's opened up, and they gotta come back and fix the guardrail, that's all I gotta do. They had one mistake, and that's it.
Sounds
All
good.
good.
Alright. So then we're gonna move on to new business. First one here is approval of the June 2025 department reports. I'd like to make a motion to approve the June 2025 department reports. The reporting departments were the police. They have single-sided 4 pages. Zoning has double-sided 6 pages. Service is single-sided 1 page. And the fire is single-sided 2 pages for a total of 13 pages.
Second.
Any discussion, Brandon? Roll call?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Next on the list is public comment. So I'd like to make a motion to go into public comments. Please keep public comments to 2 minutes and state your name and address for the record. Roll call? Or not roll call. Second, please.
Second.
All right, then a roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
All right, we are now open for public comment. With that,
Angela Ventura, Worcester Lane. I had a question first about the tax budget that was passed at the last meeting, the resolution number 23, I think it ended with, but just a couple things. I don't want to take up all 2 minutes on this, so hopefully just you'll make it available for the public. There was, I'm concerned, just the general fund seemed to be about $517,000 off. Fund 2011 was a deficit of $19,050. Obviously, you can't end the year in the hole unless you're going to print money, which you don't have authority to do. You know that. But the really big problem was there were 8 funds, and I'll just give you an example with the police fund, that you weren't showing any revenue or any expenditures at all. So, especially with, I mean, that can't happen, right? But especially, so the township just passed this $1.3 million levy, with that plus the already, $1.1 million and change that the township brings in, that you're not showing that at all. You're not showing revenue in any of these funds. Where's our money? I don't know why you would pass something like this. It just doesn't make sense. So that's really concerning. So I'm gonna move on. The June 5th meeting minutes that were approved, there were a couple just things in there. Just 2 of the trustees were there that meeting, and all of the motions reflected that and everything, except for you went into executive session, and I don't know, Chuck, then I guess you just popped in there into the executive session. I don't know how that happened, but so that was in there. All 4 of you obviously proved those, but I don't know. And then there was mention of an argument, and somebody's last name wasn't available. We know that the last name was available. I mean, this just seems to be like stunts that are being.
it's not,
It wasn't? You didn't have her last name available? I don't know. I don't want to fight about it, but it just seemed a little bit off. But so, and then the promotions that were tonight that everyone was there a test or anything? How are those promotions, Grant, like based?
You can talk to you after the chief analysis, but yeah.
But I mean, for the public to know how, if I talk to the chief, how does everybody else know that? We have somebody from the paper here, I mean, how,
So, I don't usually participate in the
I know.
banter back and forth, but we have an open position with the sergeant. If there are no qualified people, will we have to take a test, like what we did before, when we did have multiple qualified people, we would go through the sergeant's test. There were no discrepancies or issues with, Boiler moving up into that position, and, it was a natural fit, so I think it was.
but is there a test, like, is there, just so that we know that that,
It's not a discussion, there are tests if you have multiple candidates applying to the same position. Okay? Next person, anybody else? Alright, this time I would like to make a motion to close. Second. Alright, we're gonna open the, take a vote. Oh, good. Take a motion to, get a roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzpatrick?
Move on to trustee comments.
So hopefully at our next meeting, we can pursue the discussion that we had started regarding the meetings resolution. Be thinking about what our next focus would be on. I might recommend we look at the job descriptions. I happen to see things in there that I don't think are appropriate, but we just gotta take one thing at a time. So,
One bite at a time,
Yeah.
instead of trying
so
to.
let's try to be proactive, it would be what I'd encourage that way. The other thing was, I was at a meeting, a zoning commission meeting this week, and I heard some things that I think are not true, come from the public and whatnot regarding how Medina Township is not allowed to, make traffic stops on Route 18. It didn't come from our commission, it came from the floor. But I wanted to verify, and if possible, you want to share this with people at the next meeting, or I will. That's not a true statement. The state doesn't limit us from not having traffic stops on State Route 18 like it was said at the meeting. So I just want to encourage people that our hands aren't tied, and we do that. And I might even be able to come up with a number by the next meeting to share with those guys. But there seemed to be some concern among the people about that. Talked to Chief, and he confirmed that wasn't just wasn't the point. That's all.
Anything else? No? Mr. Christopher?
Yeah, about 10 days ago, a resident, was talking to, and he had a water problem, and went in his backyard. Now, I've been there in probably 2021, 2, 3, 4, and now 25. And in talking with them, this year it seemed to be a little bit different because somebody did change the topography of their land, so maybe there would be an issue. But in talking with them, he mentioned that, Trustee Eastwood's been here and worked with me. Elaine's been, I've talked with Elaine at length, and she's worked with me. And he was very complimentary to everybody trying to help the cause. I don't know if there's anything we can really do, because I called up the county, talked with the county engineer. They said, hey, we're gonna go out and take a look at it, but it becomes almost a civil matter. But instead of letting it fester, the trustees and, the zoning officer have taken a proactive role, and I'll say diffuse the whole thing. So that was nice to hear. That's it.
For me, I was just very proud of my department coming in and supporting their fellow officers. It's exciting to be able to have a position where you have room for growth and moving up in the ranks and stuff like that. For a very long time, our department was very stagnant. And just in the last 6 years that I've been in office, with the hiring everything from the chief all the way up to promotions from lieutenants to sergeants and stuff like that, and even creating the detective position, the morale and the teamwork and everything else, I say couldn't be better than it is right now. So I'm very proud of those guys and girls, and very proud of the department and all the work that the chief has been doing over there. So other than that, I don't really have anything else. Is there anything else that would work?
A lot of new faces in the police department, really are.
With nothing further in front of the board, I would like to make a
Second.
That's a tie.
Take your pick.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
The time is now 8:32, I call the meeting.